Hi, welcome to Art by Anna Marie. I'm Anna Marie, and I've been thinking about people lately. I've been thinking about the people that are precious to us in our lives, people that we've lost, people we hold dear, and people we might never meet again. So I'm starting a new project to rescue old photographs and tell some stories by bringing them into our present day. Every portrait I show you on this channel is completed for free, and any ad revenue will go straight to my chosen charity, Super Shoes. I'll tell you all about Super Shoes later, but you're welcome to look them up, and I'll also put a link below this video too. Have you ever heard it said that everyone has a story to tell? Well, today I was given an old photo of a young lad, and for the whole time that I painted him, I didn't know his name. I could see he was cheeky, and you can probably see that too, but I mean cheeky in a kind of good way because there's a lot of kindness and fun in these eyes. I could imagine that he was probably born somewhere in the 20s or the 30s because of the quality of the photo, but I couldn't really tell based on what he was wearing. It's just funny to me to think about how much you can tell about somebody just based on their facial features. Portraits take time. Recreating someone's features and their mannerisms and their personality can't be rushed. When I'm making portraits, I'll often take several days and I'll work in several sittings. That's not to say I paint the portrait for hours and hours. Sometimes one sitting will just be 5 minutes. Often, if you paint faces, you have to kind of catch them off guard out the corner of your eye, if that makes sense. So I'll sometimes just leave them on the table and walk past them just so that it doesn't kind of become ingrained in my mind that they have to look a certain way. I'm trying to capture the mannerism of what they actually look like. So this is the point that you get to where your painting is actually going to look really weird, and it's supposed to, it's going to, but you're going to freak out because your painting used to be the world's best line drawing and you were so proud of it and you were like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna ruin it by putting paint on it, and now you think you probably have ruined it. It's definitely how I feel at the moment. So my advice at this point is you go and you take a break, you have a cup of tea, you have some lunch. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm going to push through. So I'm either going to have to start again or it's going to turn out amazing. We don't know yet. But this is the point at which it looks weird because we haven't done the eyes. At other times, I have gone in and I have filled in the eyes so that it looks better for you guys to see when I'm painting, but I'm going to be really disciplined this time because I want to show you the absolute best way to do it. So we're going to do the eyes a little bit later. Let's push through. I had to reach out to the owner of this photograph to check the color of the hair and the eyes, but I did make a prediction that his hair was sandy and his cheeks were cheeky, and I was thinking that his eyes were brown. I'm also thinking what a unique and charming young man this is, and I wasn't quite sure if he's maybe 5 or 6 years old. There's just so much fun and happiness in this smile. And I wonder what things he liked, like what was his favorite food or his favorite color. I just imagined it to be blue. And favorite food, chips. Did he have a best friend? And if he had to write a list of all of his favorite things, what would they be? And I've been working with a charity called Super Shoes, and any ad revenue from this video gets donated to them. But I also donate my time designing original artworks on shoes for children or young people that have a cancer diagnosis. Each shoe that I design has been requested and includes all their favorite things. The pair that I'm working on this week are all about Taylor Swift and this adorable lizard. I just cannot help but have Taylor Swift songs in my mind when I am painting this lizard. I don't know why. It's really important for children and young people to be reminded about the things that they love, because love is what keeps us going. Personal things are like the choices that we make in life, and they keep children going. It's been said that when they have these shoes on, some of the children feel super, even more super in tough times. We need more super shoes on little feet and super artists to paint them. But even if you aren't an artist, just you're watching this video or donating to the charity is a giant help. So let me introduce you to 4 or 5-year-old Douglas. And if you predicted he had a youngest child vibe about him, you were right. He was the youngest of 6 children and he had 5 older sisters. Oh my goodness, how lucky, right? He was born in Derbyshire, where he lived his whole life and left school at 14 to go down the mines, which is what his whole family did. That's where they all worked. One of his family members told me that he was the kindest man, if not the kindest man that they had ever known, which I think you can really see in his eyes. I think Douglas would be proud of this cheeky portrait with his laughing eyes and kind spirit. So here it is, the final painting. Look, there are a few things that I would change, but some of it is really just my style. I like to do the eyes a little bit bigger. I like to keep the clothing really loose and try to think about it not so much as an exact photograph, but a representation of what maybe an artist would paint. Let me know in the comments how you think I went with it, and here is the final merge.